From outside the Big Brother house, I'm Julie Chen. Good night.
Yes!
Bye-bye, bitches.
Famous line from
Bye
Janelle.
bye, bitches. Season 20, can you believe it?
Congratulations, Josh. You are the winner. Congratulations, Derek.
What did I say? You go, where you at this morning?
I did it on my own. I didn't need anyone else to help me.
You're about as classy as your nasty hair extensions.
Ooh. I really think anyone in this house, besides myself, I think he can win this game.
Right now, I'm here with one of my favorite people of all time, Julie Chen. How are you?
Chenbot as well. Thank you.
Chenbot as well.
I mean, 20 years.
20 seasons. Can you believe it?
Oh, yeah, 20 seasons.
Seasons.
18 years,
Almost 20
seasons.
years.
That's right. That's right.
And 22 seasons technically, which is wild too, because BBOTT, BB Celebrity.
That's right. I know.
But it's a milestone 20th season. Have you celebrated yet? Are you planning on celebrating?
I haven't celebrated yet,
Yeah.
but I think there are some cupcakes in my near future.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cupcake.
Maybe 20.
20 cupcakes.
Yeah.
You can have them all.
Yes.
That'd be great. So what I wanted to do with you right now is take a little walk down memory lane of all past seasons, some big moments, some fights,
Yes.
some crazy evictions. So let's do it. I'm gonna show you a clip.
Okay.
Just give me your first reaction, kind of remembering that season, what was going through your head at the time, what's going through your head now.
Okay, Marcellus, please reveal your decision now.
I played this game looking out for other people, and I tried to look out for all of you the best I could. Jerry used the veto once for me, and it was the most amazing thing that ever happened to me within this game. My sisters, my brothers, my mama, they're sitting at home and they're like, use the veto, fool! I'm not going to use it. I don't want you to have to decide between them. I don't want you guys to go through the moment that I went through this week. Amy, I love you so much.
So there you have it. He doesn't use the veto.
In a word,
Yeah.
fool.
Foolish.
Just, I mean, this is the classic example of expect the unexpected.
Yeah.
You know, when you start getting too comfortable in the game and trusting too many people, you've stopped playing the game. I mean, it never gets old. Seeing it right now, today.
Did you like your look that season?
I like how thin I was before I had a child. Oh gosh, those were the days.
Those were the days.
Again.
Now, I mean, there have been a lot of bad game moves, I guess. Where does this rank for you in terms of like the worst?
Number one. This
Yeah,
was the number
this is
one
very
worst.
dumb.
Worst. I mean, you are handed safety,
No.
and just to throw it away like that. No.
It's crazy.
Yes.
Next clip we have.
Hi, Janelle.
Hi, Julie.
Are you ready for this?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Please take a seat in the other nomination chair. Thank you, Janelle.
You're welcome, Julie.
What she want?
For now, we leave you as we eavesdrop on the house guests. From outside the Big Brother house, I'm Julie Chen. Good night.
Yes!
Bye-bye, bitches.
Famous line from
Bye
Janelle.
bye, bitches. I think in that moment, it sums up why people love Janelle so
Yeah.
much, because she wasn't a phony. She played the game not only well by winning competition after competition, but she made no excuses. She was in your face.
Yeah.
She didn't sugarcoat anything.
And you've said before that if you were a player, you'd be like Janelle. Correct?
Well, I wish I would have the courage to be
Courage,
like
yeah.
Janelle. I couldn't bring myself to say bye bye.
Yeah, it's a little harsh.
Just behind their back.
Exactly. We'll do the next one. The funeral.
Oh, the funeral.
Dan's funeral.
Infinite, brilliant funeral. Oh my gosh, he has that.
The more and more I was around you, the more you reminded me of myself. Because you love
good.
this place.
He's really good.
Everything it's worth. And
He has
you-
them eating
you
out of the
single-handedly
palm of
made
his
this
hand.
The fact that they're crying is like so ridiculous.
He's their
The guy who
king.
cares to, Frank. There's a couple things
Frank's
I've said
not
about
buying
you
it.
that I'm not proud of. You know, there's something in the Bible I want to read to you upstairs and apologize to you face to face in private. Now is not the time or place, but after this I'd like to talk to you by yourself and just get that off the table. So then finally, I know there's Danielle. The last time I played this game, I learned a lot of...
He's their leader.
He's crazy. So when that happened, that was probably the biggest game move up until that point. What was going through your head watching it back? And
I never thought he had it in him.
Yeah.
I mean, it was brilliant. It was bold. It was original. He was done for in the game. He was, public enemy number one.
Yeah.
People were like, no, fool us once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me. They should be ashamed of themselves. But he was good.
do you ever see Dan playing the game again, and would you want to see that?
Well, what could you do after that?
Yeah, that's like
I don't
his
think
biggest-
Dan should just leave. It's kind of like Seinfeld.
legacy, yeah.
Yeah, leave on the high note. You'll always have that. The only way from here is down. So no, Dan should never play it again.
Now, another recent moment that was pretty big is when you revealed to probably the last, I think it was like 8 people to find out who won the election.
The next president of the United States will be Donald Trump.
What was that like, and having to do that?
They were processing, what does this mean?
No.
Americans have spoken. I don't want to get hate mail, so I'm not going to say anything bad.
No.
Yeah.
Now, another kind of Trump scenario, I guess, was when you cast Omarosa for BB's Celebrity. And it created these pop culture moments. She stole all the headlines. What was your reaction to kind of how her time in the House was received by the public and what she did? Because she knew what she was doing as well.
I was shocked by the levels that it reached.
Yeah.
She was brought up and questioned during a White House press briefing. There were people.
Big Brother was mentioned in it. It's
Big Brother was
insane.
mentioned. They responded. They had a ready answer.
Ready answer for it.
That was very telling that they were prepared and concerned.
Yeah.
They had someone for sure watching the Big Brother feeds while Omarosa was in there
They had to,
24/7, and that was
Which is such a commitment. I was not 24/7. It's a lot.
I thought
Twitter is
it was
helpful.
impressive. Yes.
Now I'm gonna go through a list of BB legends, I would say, are like memorable names, and I just want you to give me your first reaction when you hear that name.
Okay.
What comes to mind first when you hear them?
Okay.
Da'Vonne.
Bold.
Bold. Now I saw you you recreated the GIF that went viral of the
Yes.
walk.
Yes. Sassy.
She also had a memorable moment where she did a hair flip to Tiffany. Do you remember that? And can you reenact it or not?
Oh, I might have to say that for my social media.
Okay.
Okay. Yes. We'll see.
Cody.
Robotic. Unfeeling. Doesn't blink.
No.
There's something very like steel-like. He has like these eyes of steel. He complicated.
Jeff and Jordan.
Oh, America's sweetheart.
No.
Totally rootable. Also sweet, a little bit naive, genuine, kind. Love them.
Danielle Donato.
Complicated, smart, cagey, bitchy. Not necessarily in a bad way.
No. Rachel Reilly. Floaters grab a life.
Oh yeah, also bold.
Bold, yeah.
In your face, makes no excuses, knows who she is, knows what she stands for. Don't mess with her, but there's something very magnetic about her. You can't take your eyes off her.
She's great. And now she's on The Amazing Race, which is wild.
I'm rooting for her. And she's not an underdog.
Yeah, she's definitely not. She had a Cinderella story though, in the second time around. It was kind of this turnaround.
Oh yeah, and that's why it was like so, she became like a hero.
Yeah, you rooted for her. It was crazy. Now we're using an iPad, and it makes sense because BB20 is going tech.
Yes.
With Silicon Valley.
Yes, that's the theme of the house.
How do you see America's involvement this season playing out?
Well, one of our
because you
biggest
like
twists-
America's involvement, you told me
I
before.
love America's involvement. It also helps us kind of like get a sense, because we're in our own little bubble, but it gives us a sense of how people are reacting to the house guests. Because we know more than we should, we know more than they do. It is tech, and this year, big twist, one of our big twists, because you know there's a lot of twists and turns throughout the season, is we're having a BB app store that involves viewers. It is. So basically, if you go to CBS.com and you answer some questions, your answers will always be, you know, which house guest you feel is like the funniest,
the best,
the at, whatever it is. Whichever house guest gets the most clicks, that house guest will have some perk, some power in the game. whoever gets the least clicks, so the least popular, will get some kind of punishment.
On premiere night, how will those 3 challenges play out? How do you see that playing out?
On premiere night, we haven't introduced the BB App Store yet, but on premiere night, we're having 3 epic battles, and none of them have to do with head of household.
Okay.
And out of the 3 battles, you're going to have 1 winner with a great power, and 2 losers who will receive an unprecedented punishment from the get-go that will damage. It makes it harder for them to play the game.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's tough. It makes it very tough on their game.
What do you think has been the toughest punishment through the years?
Well, it depends who you are, right?
Yeah,
you know,
I guess so.
if you're Jen, she wearing the unitard.
Unitard, yeah.
You know, made her like very weepy. Although I think she kind of liked. No, that was
She
her
would've
bad.
liked it.
Yeah, she kind of liked showing off her good body. She didn't like her her image, her portrait on the wall.
Oh yeah, she cried about her photo.
Yes, some people can't handle slop. That's not a problem for me. I think the worst is yet to come.
Yeah.
The worst punishment will be one of the 2 that I'm thinking of that will happen on premiere night.
Oh, cool.
To one house guest.
Now, season 20, we have a whole new cast. Who are your early favorites and who are you not, I guess, the biggest fan of, based on first impressions?
Well, I've learned, you know, looking at these wannabe house guests before they've actually get picked, a lot of them talk a big game.
Big game.
It's hard to tell if that's really that person and what personality is going to emerge in the house, because we're all multifaceted and different sides to different people come out. There's one house guest, Angie, there's 2 Angelas, and I'm calling one of them Angie already. She is from like another planet, so I'm very fascinated by her. And the hacker, he's a villain, but sometimes the villains are the most compelling to watch.
No, it is an all-new cast. What do you think the decision-making was behind having all new players this season?
You know,
kind of like a BB reset, which it feels like, which is good.
Yeah, because it's the 20th season. Let's start fresh. You like to discover new people to love and new people to hate.
No.
And a lot of times when we bring back past house guests, it kind of bit us in the butt last year with Paul. He ran that house up until the very end, and then he lost it all. So it made it a little bit predictable, and we want it to be a full season of unexpected moments.
Yeah.
Paul was running that house.
He ran
last
that
year.
house.
Yeah. So we don't want that again.
Do you see this current cast looking at season 19 and kind of thinking, oh, that's not how we should play the game?
Yeah, but that's like a rookie mistake.
Yeah.
You know, you watch from the convenience of your own home and you think, I would never do this,
But then
I would do that. And then you get sucked into the swirl of Big Brother and you can't think clearly. Yeah, it's much more difficult than it looks sitting at home.
Season 10 dynamic was interesting because it was a whole new crop of characters. I feel like that's kind of what BB20 might be like. I don't know. Hope for the best.
Yeah, we'll see.
Last few questions. Favorite moment of all time? All 9, well, almost 20 seasons.
I have to say, when Rachel Reilly won, that was to me because she was like the villain in the beginning and she was annoying and it was like, oh, you know, her again. But because she became the underdog and she kind of like scratched and clawed her way out from under and won, I was so happy for her and it was so well deserved. Yeah. That was a great moment. I would have to say maybe that one for me.
Which house guest has had the best diary room sessions of all time?
Oh, that has to be Chilltown. I mean, it's Dr. Will, Kirby, yeah, Freeway.
Hello, Will. Yeah, hey, it's Boogie.
Yeah, it would be Mike Boogie and Dr. Will Kirby.
I'm at the nomination ceremony.
You just see them in the diary room and you sit up. You know it's going to be hilarious.
Thank you so much, Julie. Do you want to say anything before we go?
Chenbot out.
Chenbot out.
Season 20.
But
Here's
first,
to the next 20.
But first.
20 more seasons, at least.
Yeah, we're going to be on forever. I think so.
I think so.